Hello everyone and welcome to the grand final of the Intel Extreme Masters Season 1. We are down to our final two players and we're playing, or they are playing, for a prize money difference of 7,000 euros. Winner is going to take home 15,000. The loser is going to take home 8,000. By the way, Creo, the rank 3, did take home 5,000, and Fire, the 4th ranked player, did take home 3,000. But this is of course also about the grand title, about the European Championship by the ESL of the time, and the players here are in yellow. As human, of course, on the bottom swan position, ToD, the Frenchman, and his opponent in red, the Night Elf from the Ukraine, HoT. And HoT is the one with the upper hand here, because he has gone through the winner bracket without losing a single best of 3, and therefore he can afford losing one best of 3 here. He only has to win 1 out of the next 2, whereas ToD has to win 2 in a row, since he already lost the best of 3 in the final grid here, the one against Creo in the winner bracket semi-finals. So he's under a little bit more pressure than his opponent. Scouts heading across the map right now. It is DH against AM, so yeah, HoT isn't going for any Dark Ranger shenanigans, which we've seen previously on this map in this matchup. But I guess this match might be too important to go for anything like that. Archer is about to spawn. And yeah, we'll see what ToD is going to go for here. We've seen a lot of Rifler caster play on Secret Valley in Night Elf against Human so far, but if I recall correctly, not by ToD. For example, his match against DD8 in the group stage was rather memorable, where he went for the expansion and DD8 went for the big push with the Dark Ranger against that, and ToD got the huge base trade off. He basically denied the lures. He killed like 2 Moomas or so, plenty of Wisps, lost his expansion in return, but the damage he dealt was too much already. But yeah, as I said, we'll see what he's gonna decide to go for here. 2 little Null Assassins have fallen already. Tome of Strength here for the M. Demon Hunter a little bit further ahead in his creeping. He's gonna get up to a level 2 right now already. Ring of Protection for him and Ring of Protection for the M. So not the particularly greatest items, excuse me, for either of the players so far. But at least it's fair. Demon Hunter does finish the creep camp here already. Wisp spread, wow, quite active here by HoT. Look at the minimap, everywhere he's got wisps. And yeah, just checks out, sees that ToD has not started his tech thus far, and he's pulling Militia right now, so he's gonna go for the fast expansion. AM is... keep in mind, he's not going to get up to level 3 here, unless he gets this Wisp. No, he doesn't. He's not going to get up to level 3 here with this creep route if he takes the expansion right now. And the Demon Hunter is coming, 2 Archers are coming. He did... okay, just spent his second skill point here, so we'll see if it's going to be a standard mana burn and evasion, or if it's going to be immolation. Yeah, it is immolation, so not sure what the other skill point was. Maybe he went for evasion first. He gets the kill on the Ogre Warrior here, so... yeah, some XP denied from the AM here. First Peasant has fallen already, and yeah, the Demon Hunter starts doing some serious damage. He even gets the last hit with the Mana Burn on the Ogre Magi item. The Talisman of Evasion did go to the AM here. One of the Archers needs to be careful here. He's hiding just in time. Very nicely done by HoT so far, and his Demon Hunter is doing so much damage. He's getting level 3. Town Portal is gonna have to be used, but his Moonwise are all full, and he's... wow, and he would have been able to use those, but I guess not. Okay, ToD is gonna be able to use the heal fountain with his Footman right now. HoT still, I would say, is in an okay position. He's done so much damage here. 3 new Militia are coming in. His Demon Hunter loss definitely throwing him back here, of course, but... wow, I'm having a difficult time to see who's ahead right now. Demon Hunter rebought at the Tavern. I was about to say, let's see how much ToD is going to get done until HoT's Demon Hunter is back, but that's the case already. On the other hand, of course, he had to spend plenty of resources on getting that one back, and his harassment potential at the moment isn't really too great, as the IEM does have the boots of speed. He's going to be able to chase the Demon Hunter away here rather easily, and without the immolation and with all of his archers being low HP, well, not anymore, but at least they're back at his own base. Yeah, the damage he can do isn't too great. Then again, with the Demon Hunter, he can at least prevent the IEM and the Footman from killing everything in his base. But yeah, look at his base, look at the Hunter's Hall. It's not even halfway done and his tech has finished already. So maybe HoT's nerfs starting to take part in this game as well. The IEM with the boots can continue harassing here. There's not really too much the Demon Hunter can do to stop the IEM from getting on his nerves, as he doesn't have the boots of speed yet. Naga second bought by HoT, and with the 5 archers that he produced here already, actually he produced 6 but he lost 1, he's gonna be able to continue applying some pressure at least. ToD on the other hand has 6 footmen here available to try and defend this push by HoT, and this isn't by any means like an all-in push or anything like that. So ToD is just going to try and stop HoT from dealing too much damage here. So far, 1 footman has fallen, second one is being focused. Looks like he's trying to get the surround on the IEM, but is he able to get that? I guess not, and the IEM does have dust, so there's no way in hell he would have been able to keep the surround closed against this number of footmen. 1 archer is falling here, dust used nevertheless, and now he's got cooldown on dust, luckily for HoT, so this archer is going to survive here. The Naga dealing a bit more damage, another militia is going to fall, now he's going to have to retreat. Oh, he doesn't, and he's, yeah, a little bit sleepy here. Demon Hunter continues doing damage to the IEM, but he doesn't have Staff of Preservation yet, and therefore the Naga is falling here, another archer is falling. The IEM continues running away, continues having a pretty easy time doing so against the Demon Hunter without boots. Guess HoT might be changing that now as he's got 250 gold. But yeah, this push didn't do all too much. He delayed the tower a little bit, but with that number of footmen, 7 here, an 8th one here, and wow, a 9th one even here, ToD doesn't really need to rely on the towers at the moment, given that HoT's tech advantage isn't really coming into play yet. He stayed on tier 2, so he wants to rely on a lot of Dryads here apparently against the footmen. Not really sure how great of a choice that is, and another surround by ToD here with his 9 footmen. And HoT this time should really use the town portal in time, even wasting some more health, some more mana, while he didn't really have the chance to kill any of the footmen. And you know, the damage he can deal with the immolation only can be you know, dealt with very easily by the heal fountains, which it looks like ToD might be creeping right now. The Naga level 2 found the claws +9 here, yeah, with the Demon Hunter, probably hoping for slippers or Mantle of Intelligence. Slippers it is, but yeah, the Forest Troll Berserker here, usually never dropping game deciding items. So yeah, HoT stays on tier 2, maybe a quick expansion here. Okay, the Wisp is moving. Yeah, this is going to be an expansion right now. There's no point in staying on tier 2 for such a long time if you didn't want to have a lot of Dryads here early on to do something with them. Then again, if he stays on tier 2 for too long, ToD can just get the defend upgrade and you know, counter the Dryads that way, because defend kind of good against piercing damage units, of course. And first footman has been taken down right now. ToD always try to get those surrounds, but at the moment the damage output of HoT is quite great with the immolation, with the slippers, with the claws +9 on the Naga. Nice surround against the Dryad, and that one is going to fall. Another footman is going to fall in return though as well, but that's all okay for ToD. He does have the expansion running, and those footmen aren't his you know, long-term, or not part of his long-term unit composition. So trading them for a couple of you know, more valuable units of HoT might be just fine. Defense has finished by now, and yeah, now the Dryads are going to become less of a long-term valuable option here for HoT. He gets the shop just now, Staff of Preservation more early would have saved him his Naga once already and one of the Dryads, so that would have already paid for itself easily. But yeah, HoT with the early loss of the Demon Hunter didn't have too much resources to spend in the mid game. Dryads heading forward, only one tower thus far, so that's and that's only an arcane tower, so that's leaving ToD's expansion rather vulnerable at the moment. So it's not like he can just have the towers defend against Dryads. By the way, Blacksmith and Arcane, double Arcane Sanctum for ToD, so he's gonna go for Rifleman and Casters. And that's gonna be just fine as long as HoT stays on tier 2, which is still the case. Expansion has finished, Goldmine is being entangled, ToD continues doing some creeping. I imagine he's gonna have to pull the Town Portal here once he's finished with the creep camp. Wind of Mana stealing on the Naga already, 2 heal scrolls are on him. And the Ogre Magi is gonna fall, and then I'm assuming we're gonna see the Town Portal. Plenty of footmen, of peasants have already fallen here. Demon Hunter closing in on level 4. Naga did get level 2. ToD's Naga that is, which he picked up on the tavern, by the way. And he found a greater mana potion as well. So both items decent, especially the greater mana potion. I mean, the Wind of Mana stealing, not particularly great, not what he hoped for, but can still be made great use of. And HoT is just making use of the fact that ToD is yeah, not protecting his expansion with any guard towers at the moment. Just yeah, staying close here, making it impossible for his opponent to, wow, okay, that was a rather friendly encounter there. Just making it impossible for ToD to harass his base or his expansion at all, forcing ToD to stay close to his expansion. For the moment, ToD might be fine with that though. He's getting his first casters. He's gonna start, is he gonna start Rifleman production anytime soon? I mean, he has one already, but he's sitting on 49 supply. Looks like he doesn't want to break yet. We'll keep an eye on when he's gonna be, okay, now he's breaking. Yeah, now he's breaking. He has finished his shopping endeavors at the middle of the map. 3 heal scrolls right now on him, 2 invo potions, still the 2 mana items on the Naga. Whereas HoT has also broken into low upkeep already. His expansion is running. 2 Demon Hunter and 2 Dryads are inside the base here of the human player, and he continues harassing here. The Demon Hunter doesn't have Staff of Preservation, so he's gonna be probably forced to Town Portal eventually. In the meantime, the Dryads and the Naga of HoT continue harassing here on the top as well. ToD finally decides to get a couple of towers on top of things here. Demon Hunter head to Town Portal, and ToD did a good job here, splitting his army, defending both of his bases. First bears are out. Finally, tier 3 is about to finish, so HoT realized that this mass Dryad style is no longer sustainable, and he's heading, yeah, for bears as well, which is gonna make things pretty hard for these footmen. So if HoT, I feel like if HoT focus fires correctly here with his Dryads, getting the water mantles, getting the casters with his bears, getting rid of the footmen here extremely quickly, then he should be okay. I mean, he's got the more valuable unit composition, but on the other hand, he's down in supply, so by the sheer army size is in ToD's favor, and item wise ToD is so far ahead. The Naga does have a staff in the meantime. He doesn't even have a Town Portal. Wow, he's gonna have to head back here and defend this Tree of Life, and without a Town Portal it could actually become difficult, because ToD is, I'm assuming ToD's just gonna be able to snipe that one right now. The Naga is running for the Goblin Merchant. The tree is already halfway down. Whips are being pulled right now out of the gold mine. Fog Lightning used by the Naga. First Wisp has been taken down. Town Portal is being used, and he's, wow, he's not able to come there. The tree is going down. Fog Lightning getting rid of another bunch of Wisps, and that's a major setback for HoT, who did do somewhat well. If he had a Town Portal with his army, I think the game would be at least even.
Our warriors have engaged
ToD closed his base in the meantime, and now has to open it up again, but those are resources he can definitely afford investing at the moment. And what is HoT doing right now? He continues harassing here. This is kind of the weak spot of ToD's economy at the moment. Town Portal is coming in. The Demon Hunter does have Staff of Preservation, and he might be forced to Town Portal here. In the meantime, the Dryads and the Bears getting ready to creep the red camp already. That's quite risky. ToD is able to close this around here. Town Portal used, and the army is heading away from the red camp here, as ToD might be coming there soon, and that'd be a potentially game-deciding mistake to try and creep that right now. Expansion is being rebuilt by HoT, but yeah, is it gonna be in time? That's the question. There's still 3 years cross here, a new town portal, I'm assuming. Yeah, new town portal bought by the Naga, and it is ToD who is going to get aggressive right now. 65 supply for him, 57 for HoT, who's getting a couple more bears, getting Mark of the Claw.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
And who still has no items to work with whatsoever.
Research finished. Our warriors have engaged.
First Ancient Floor is in some trouble, and that push is going to be, yeah, pretty powerful. HoT trying to get into a good position here. The Bears very far in the back. The army of ToD is just so huge. 4 Bears, 5 Dryads, 2 heroes against this. Plenty of slows have been casted already. Defend used by the Footman, and with the Dryads, as I said, he's gotta focus fire properly. He's going for the first Water Metal, he's going for the first Sorcerers with these Dryads. The first Bear is gonna be staffed in just a second, I imagine. Yes, that's the case. Fog Lightning has already been used. The Footmen, as you can see, are melting very quickly. So far, nothing has died of HoT's army, but yeah, he's not gonna have too much staff available anymore soon. He's gonna be able to staff this bear, I imagine, and then the damage output of his opponent is going to start being really impactful. 2 Dryads have fallen in the meantime against the 3 Dryads, even Miss Micro here by HoT, and plenty of stuff of his is low, and his bears don't really have mana because of the burn ability by the breakers, and therefore healing is lacking right now by HoT. He still has 44 supply against 64 though. ToD is able to replenish with Riflemen and Casters what he lost here in Footmen previously, and that is not at all good for his opponent. Staff used onto the Demon Hunter. There are 3 bears, all without mana, all without too many hit points to tank anymore in the back of HoT space. The Naga is in some trouble, being slowed by ToD's Naga. Mana shield used even by her, and actually she's got a decent load of mana to work with, but that's melting away very quickly. But even if she survives, another bear is falling in the meantime. All of the Dryads here, I think there were 2 more, have fallen. The Naga is yeah, heading towards the fountain, but yeah, still, that's that shouldn't be enough for HoT to come back into this game. 35 supply against 66 GG by the Night Elf player, and ToD is taking the first map here in this best of 3. I mean, HoT, his early game was good. His early game was as good as you can hope for. He got level 3 against a level 2.5 AM. He killed all but 1 militia of ToD's expansion creep, and then he just threw it away by losing his DH with the town portal, by having his Hunter's Hall too late. I feel like even if he lost the DH and the Hunter's Hall would have been in time, Dryad production would have started so much earlier for him. And yeah, afterwards he was sloppy in a few incidents, like when he got his Demon Hunters surrounded in front of ToD's base. Yeah, a couple of times he lost a unit here and there, which he could have saved. And ToD, after the early game, with almost no mistakes anymore, maybe he needed the initial challenge, you know, to get fired up here a little bit. But yeah, at the end of the day, ToD was just perfectly prepared, despite taking plenty of damage by the harassment of his opponent. In the mid game then he was able to snipe the expansion, which was another huge setback for HoT, so that was then the point where it totally shifted into ToD's favor. And ToD just had a large army, had 3 heal scrolls, he had everything going for him, he went for the big push, and HoT wasn't able to hold that off anymore, and therefore, yeah, 1-0, and second map will be Turtle Rock.